Hi everyone. No, Marsha, it's not cat airs. It's allergies. Can everybody hear me and see me? Hopefully, maybe. Thank you, Anna. And hello, Anna. Hi, Jeremy. Hello, Randy. Hi, Tammy, if you're still there. Hi, Mary Lou. Hello, Carol. And hi, Pam. And she's back at it. Hi, Marsha. Who else? Hello, Esther. And hi, Janella. Hi, Deborah. So, and we're at it again. Kitty's under my Zoom camera, so we're going to have fun. No, I'm doing great. My thumbs, everything's back. So that's that's good. Hi, Karen. Um, been working a lot. Some of you might know that I'm doing some fairs this summer, so I need to work a lot on project. Just give me a few seconds because I'm fighting my cat right now. Um, Sorry, I put you on mute, and I asked my youngest to take the cat in her room. So I didn't. Yeah. So how's everybody doing? Hope you all doing good. Like I was saying, I'm doing fairs this summer, so I've been working on project piece. I need to do three cost 18, not 18, 1780 costume. Um, so I need to finish that. I'm working on an insertion to be put on sleeves on a shirt for that event. So yeah, I've been working a lot. For those who read last week, uh, that cute little lady, she's doing better. She's at school right now, uh, but she had pink eyes. I think it's called in English in both eyes. And eye drop with a 5-year-old is not very pleasant to do. So, yes, Randy, I do have a full plate, and I'm not. There's a part of me that's kind of, I'm going to say, ashamed because I kind of put you all on hold, and I don't like that. But I do need to work beside teaching. So, yeah, that's the part I don't like, but I'll manage. I'll manage. Today, we're going to see the up joint, the down joint, and its application when we work. So, for those of you who are beginners or are going to do the tatting journal, uh, there are things I'm going to tell you that to take notes of. because it's going to be important to remember, at least at the beginning, when you're going to be more at ease with the front and the back side. It's going to become natural to do, but a reminder is going to be helpful for most of you. Like, did I say Ike to Karen? Not sure. So, going to show you my start of the insertion. Uh, for those of you who's new here, my fingernails are two colors. My right hand is light, and my left hand is dark. I need to redo them. They're not pretty today, but I've been working with polyester thread a lot, so it kind of takes a toll on your nail. So let me go show you what I've worked and what we're going to be looking at today. So it's going to be a zoom shot. There we go. Are we there? Yeah, we're there. So this, I'm going to be lagging. I don't like that. I'm sorry for the lag. Let me try to see if I'm okay. So this is an insertion. Okay. It's in polyester thread. Basically, I work with Isacord. It's an embroidery machine embroidery thread. So to make that thickness, I need to work with 4 thread to make my knot. So that's 4 thread. So I've been doing a lot of this. Yes, this pattern is nice to do. We're going to see the floating ring because these are floating rings. Okay, I'm fuzzy. Come on. That looks better. Because the rings are over the head of the chain. Okay. Some of you been working also on if I'm going we're going to that pattern for this insertion, we're going to look at it and do it when we're going to be on the floating ring technique. So yes, you're going to work on it. Okay? Some of you have been working on a simple ring on ring pattern. You know, those mostly done with for earrings, but this is a bracelet. Okay. Do I have the earring? One of the earrings close. Let's look. So just to show you, I got a small box, and these are many of those projects. Quilting ring, it's not quilting ring, is floating rings. These are floating rings. But I work with 4 thread of this type of 4 strand of this type of thread. This thread is for embroidery machine, and I use 4 of them, or 2 or 3 depending of the project. Floating. Thank you, Marsha. Floating, but it's not today. Just showing you. Let me see. Do I have the earring? I'm looking for the earrings so you can at least one of them. So I'm going to put this one aside. So this is the earring that goes with the bracelet. Okay. This pattern has up and down join. Okay. We are going to look at those rings with the up and down join. Okay. And this pattern, this is a pattern that I bought. Okay. Some of you might recognize it. Hi, Mavis. You're good. You're fine. Okay. There are rings on over the ring. Okay. In this pattern, and it's joined with chain. So there's different pattern that you can do with overlapping rings. This is mostly seen with end cars, but you can see them in normal pattern also. Okay. Yes, Esther, I can explain the log join again. Do you have a specific question about the log join? For those who has that pattern, okay, we see it in black mostly, but I want to show you the difference when you change color, how it looks. Look at this red one. Oops. My camera, okay. That's a red one. Hi, Mama. Okay. Yes, the Easter pattern with the log join, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of pattern. So let me grab my thread. Go back. Front. So as for the pattern, I'll start. Let me grab my needle. My needle's gone. Nope, got it. Okay. Sorry about that. But I think it's Mavis, not Mavis, Marsha, who said that her cat loves tatting with her. Well, mine likes stealing my stuff and running away with it. So, okay, that's a pattern that Jeremy did, right? Tell me I'm right. Um, okay. I'll look into the log join. Oh, Mavis, you don't want to know how much thread that my cat kind of unravel around the house during the night. That wasn't funny. So let's see if all the pattern that I'm going to share with you, well, the sample I'm going to share with you is good. This one, can you all see it? No, you can't. I need to change view. Can you all see it? And yeah, I can understand, Mavis. Okay, if you want to take the time to write the pattern down, that would be good. For those of you who are going to work front side, back side in a single color, take note of this, okay? In a single color, when you're going to do on your front side a join, it's going to be a down join. We're going just going some giving some explanation. When you're going to turn, you're going to do a up join. That's in a single color work, okay? So let me put my glasses on because I don't see anything up close. So I'm going to thread my needle, try to thread my needle. Okay, you can see the instruction on item 3. Just how many of you are starting to see spring coming out? I'm having fun right now. And I don't have my threader close. Okay. You can see 1 and 2. Give me a few seconds, okay? Yeah. Um, is this better? I'm sorry. Anna, hush. Spring started kind of yesterday up here. We had a good day, sunny day lately, past couple of days. Beside that, it's been raining a lot. Thank you, Carol, for letting me know that. So I'm going to take about 2 feet of thread. I'm saying about before I start, okay? And we're going to do 6 double stitch. That's 5 and 6. Okay. The way the size of the picot are different because of the size of thread you're going to use. I'm using size 3 thread so you can see better. Okay. So for me, it's going to be about the size of the width of 3 double stitch. Okay, so I'm going to take my gauge, my gauge, not gauge, gauge, and I'm going to put it over. Okay, so that's the size I'm going to use. Flowers here, where I am, are not in bloom. My lilac tree is still starting to get um, buds and leaf, but nothing's open yet. So after that, it's going to be another 6 double stitch. And I need to do something. Just give me a few seconds. And another picot. With 6 double stitch. Okay. We're going to close the ring. Remember to keep the loop, fasten it in, close that loop tightly to the last double stitch, the first double stitch, and pull the rest of the thread. So that's one ring. Now we're going to turn the work. Remember to do your shoelace trick or secure raising knot. Lay it flat. Okay. Now I turn my work. So I need to do work backside. So I'm going to put the needle under, do the second half and the first half. Second, first, second, first. I'm reversing the order of the stitch. Okay. So we're going to make 8. And if you lose the count, okay, and you're not used to count it, just turn your work and count your double stitch. I'm missing 1, 8, a picot again, and over the picot gauge, second half, then first half. That's 1 double stitch. Why do I do what, Esther? Whoops. There's no place in the pattern with where it's said. Okay. Let me show you what I showed last time. Give me a few seconds. When you turn your work, let me grab this. Like I said, that doesn't go there. I need to finish this one. Really need to finish. Okay. When you're looking at a piece like this, okay, the traditional way, your picots, that's what I'm going to be explaining, Esther. Okay. The picots, because they say there's no right and back side in tatting, but that's not true. Okay. In traditional tatting, you don't do the reverse stitch like I'm telling it right now. Okay. I'm explaining it because you decide if the rings or the chain is which side is prettier. Okay. So someone's going to put it this side or that side. But when you work front side, back side, there's a definite side that is the right side and that's the back side. Okay. Going to go in the Zoom. Let me grab my mouse. Let me go there to show you and explain it a bit more. Okay. Okay. Here's the piece. I lost my hook. Sorry about that. I lost my hook. We need it. Okay. If you look, the picot ear. Okay. The head, I'm sorry, it's laggy. The head is over the picot, the loop. Okay. As you can see, I'm going to let you look. All of the picot on this side look the same. Okay. There's the loop and there's the head. And you can see that all of the picot wants to lay flat down. Okay. If I turn it on the other side, can you see the difference? First off, there's no head over the picot ear. And as you can see, all of the picot wants to go towards you. Does that make sense? Do you understand that part? I want to know if you understand. Okay. If you want to see the difference, let me try to put it like this. No, it won't work. Yeah. If I flip it like this, just a minute. Okay. Trying to figure out how to show you. Okay, is this better? Yeah. Can you see the difference between the back side that is close to the table and the one flip over? That one is the right side. Okay? That's why we work front side, back side. Okay? It's because you don't have to if you don't want to. Thank you, Anna. Okay? You don't have to do it, but those joints, it's the place where you can practice them and it gets easy. The other reason that I'm talking about starting with the second half when they're and reversing the order is when we're going to learn split rings. Okay? We're going to need that notion. We're going to need how to know how to do it. So that's why I'm talking about front side, back side. So it's easier later on when we're going to learn the split ring and the split chain. Okay. Esther, you usually change when I'm going to change back to a ring. I will go back to normal tatting, meaning the first half, then the second half. Okay. Let me put this out of the way. And go back to the down shot. And keep going. Okay. So chain, a double stitch, eco, a double stitch. Okay. Close the chain. I might not have taken enough thread. Okay. Now I need to turn the work and do the shoelace trick. Okay. Everybody got that? Simple. We all did that. I'm going to take the needle over, and now I'm going to do the first half normal tatting, second half, and I'm going to make 6. Okay. Now, because I'm doing the right side, I need to do a down join. Okay. So I'm going to take my hook, go under, place the hook so the tips come towards me, grab the thread and pull it down. Okay. Everybody saw that? And you want me to do it again? I'm just going to wait a little bit. Okay. I'm going to do it again. Let me see if my down shot is not lagging. It was doing fine earlier. Okay, I'm going to go in the zoom to help you see. Okay, let me place my ball of thread. Okay. Everybody see this? Okay, got my picot. So I'm going to take my hook, go under in the picot. Okay, going to grab, it's easier when you put your thread over the picot. Going to grab the thread. I'm trying to doing it with not a lot of fingers so you can see. Okay, grab the thread and pull it down. Everybody saw that? So far, so good. Then I'm placing my loop on my needle. Okay, when I'm going to close, let me close. Okay, do you see? There's a cap here, exactly like the cap on the double stitch. You can do it with the needle, Esther. I do it with a hook, because if I do it with the needle, all my fingers going to be stuck here. See, my fingers are going to be stuck here, and you won't be able to see anything. That's why I work a lot with a hook. And there's some size of thread. When you have tiny, tiny picot, the needle doesn't pass there to do a join. Okay? We're going to do that again. So we need 6 double stitch. Okay? And it's normal. Okay? I need another picot. So I can close my ring. Pass the needle in the small loop, and I'm going to be missing some thread, that's for sure. Okay? So, as you can see, my second ring, let me put this close. My second ring is larger than my first ring, right? What do I do to make sure, what can I do to make sure that my ring is the same size? Anyone? Yes, I can pull more on the thread. Yes, Janela, fold it over. And Marsha, if I fold it, it can be over or under, but because we did upjoin, folding it over kind of have some resistance at the joint part, but if you fold it under, there won't be any more any resistance. So then I can pull, pull. I need to pull. And make sure that my ring are both the same size. Okay. There you go. Um, Mama Jew, I'm going to share a link. Uh, Give me a few seconds so I can grab it. Sorry. Okay. For those who are here, I have a mailing list. Okay. Mama Drew, you can send me an email at that address. Okay. About to know where to start and everything, and I'll get back to you. Okay. And you can request to be part of the mailing list also. So I'm going to turn my work, do my knot, and because I'm working in the backside, sorry, I was off camera. Okay. So I want you to see on the backside. Can you see the picot ear? There's no cap over each side of the leg like this. That's not the prettiest side. Okay. If I put it where I did, oh, cat fur on this side, can you see? It's prettier. You are welcome, Mama Drew. Okay, it's prettier, and it lays flat. Can you see? If I turn it over, look, there's something that doesn't lay flat. That's the wrong side. The same as when you're knitting and you're crocheting, there's a right and wrong side, a front and a back side. We do have that in tatting. It wasn't always like that, but somebody came up with how to do it. Okay? So you can keep going and finish a circle. Do you want me to do more? So, because I'm on the back side, I'm going to put my needle under my project, do the second half and the first half. Okay? Remember, You do not have to do front and back side. That's a question of preference, and you can do you, okay? But knowing how to reverse the stitch, the order of the stitch like this, it's going to help you when we're going to do other techniques, okay? That's 6, 7, and 8, okay? Picot, second half, first, and 8 double stitch. Sorry if I was off camera. So let's close that chain. Oops. Earring coming in. Okay. Make it close. Turn my work. Do the shoelace trick or decreasing knot. We need to do this in needle each time that we work ring and chains. There are some times that you won't have to do that, but in this case, you have to. Okay? So needle over, do the first half, and make 6 double stitch. And do a join. Okay? Sorry. So what I'm going to do on this ring, I'm going to do a up join. Okay? Just so you can see the difference. Okay? When you do a down join and the up join. The up join, when you work front side, back side in solid color, the up join should be done on the back. Okay? So, up join, hook, I insert it inside the picot. What do you mean, Masha? If you're tatting on and forget where you're at, take the time. Take the time. You can just move on if you want to practice and redo it after. Okay? I'll wait. Is there any questions so far? Esther, are you still following with me? Oh, if you get confused, you can keep going on and redo it later. Besides, getting confused sometimes creates you more new patterns. So that's getting confused, it's creativity. Okay? So don't worry about it. You can be surprised what you can come up with. Okay. Now I just want to show you the difference between the up joint and the down joint. Okay. If I do a up joint in the on the front side, okay, wrong hook. The up joint is usually done on the back side. Okay. But for this, I want you to I want to show you. I went too fast. When you do up joint, the difference between both. Okay, up joint is you put your hook inside the picot, grab the thread behind, and pull it up and towards you. Okay, put it on the needle and gently close that. Okay, we're going to do first half, second, and make 6 double stitch. 3, 5, and 6. Okay, a picot, okay. Let's close that ring. Inside the loop. Pull on the thread that's coming from the needle. Close that loop. And make sure the ring is the same size. Okay. Now I want to show you here. Can you see this joint here? How clean it is on both sides. Okay. And look on the other side. There's only one. This side looks clean and this side looks messy because you don't have the cap over the picot. Can you all see this? This is a sample, okay? Esther, can you see the difference? Let me try to put it a bit higher so you can see. Yes, I know. When we start tatting, when I started a class on needle at the beginning, I always talked about upjoin, okay? Because it's traditional, it's simple, and you need your basis. So the basic in tatting is double stitch, the picot, how to join. One type of join to learn at the beginning is enough because you do have a lot to think about. Remember when you started, okay? And you need to do the ring, the chain, and so on. So the way I plan the class is I start with what's the foundation, what you need to know, and then bring more technique gradually to help you evolve and master a bit more of the needle tatting and how to work. Okay. And right now we're looking at front side, back side, but since we need to learn how to reverse the order of the stitch and to be natural, that's the best way of doing it because you know a lot of the foundation already. Okay? So when we're going to go over the split ring and the split chain, you will already know how to reverse the order of the stitch. Does that make sense to you? Okay, let me grab another color. This is going to get confusing for you, Esther, but you're going to get the hang of it. Okay, so if I want to do, let's, I'm going to be off the pattern, okay, just to show you. Okay, whoops. I changed the direction of the thread. Okay, so I'm going to still be on the front side. I'm going to make a chain, front side, on top. Okay, let's make 10. Okay, this is not a pattern written. I'm just improvising right now. Okay. I'm going to do 10 double stitch. I just did a do not reverse after the, okay, after the last one. So I'm going to pull. I got a knot. Why do I have a knot? Okay. Does this happen to anyone sometime? Hmm. My thread broke inside. My core thread broke. Okay. So, see? Let me show you. See? My thread broke. Okay. Now, let's do this again. Okay. Needle over. I'm going to do 10 double stitch. Let me go in camera. So, starting with the front side. 4. I'm going to close that chain. Okay. And I'm going to go this way. Okay. You're going to see. Right. There we go. Okay. I'm going to turn my work. Bye, Pam. Thank you for coming. Doing the knot. So now I'm on the back side. Okay. I'm going to work 9 double stitch for this ring. Okay. Starting with the second half. First half. Second. First. That's 2. And that's 9. Okay. Now I'm going to do, yes, sister, it's coming. I'm doing the joint here. Okay, I'll do a chain and I'll do a lot joint on the last one. Okay, how does that sound? Okay, so up joint, like I said, you bring the hook in the picot, grab the thread and pull the thread towards you. That loop. Sorry, I try to stay focused, look at the camera so I'm still in frame. There we go. Take the loop over the needle, close everything. Okay. And I'm going to do 9 more double stitch. Okay. Let me get that out of the way. You can fold your project so it's not in your way. There's no rules against that. And when you're going to work big project, like 6. Sorry. 9. Okay, when you're going to work bigger project like the Clover Dolly, you know you're going to have to fold your project. Okay, so let's close this ring. Ring close. Inside the loop. Close the loop. And close the ring. Okay. I'm going to turn. Okay. Now, let me go back on the reverse work. Okay. I did a up join. This is how a hub join on the back side looks. As you can see, it's not definite and it's looked the same as those picot earlier. Okay. If I turn it on the right side, you can see that this joint on both sides looks neat, just like the first one we did. The second one, only one side looks neat, not the other side. Okay? Is everybody got that? Now I need to find a way Any question? I'm just going to go this way. Okay. So, Esther, I'm going to do a long chain, okay, to be able to join at this picot, okay? So, hopefully I'm not getting anybody of you sick. Let's see. Let's make 16, just to be sure. Okay. Yes, this is a long chain, but I want to show, oops. All right. Not sure, maybe, yeah, okay. Let's close this chain. Okay. Pull the thread all over in. Okay. This is the part I think yeah, maybe. Not enough double stitch. Okay, let me show you. If you don't have enough double stitch, okay, how can you correct this or add it? Take your needle, put it close to the last double stitch, and restart. Let me do the first half and second half, making sure that it does an angle. Can you see the angle on both double stitch? Okay. By doing that, when you're going to pull your needle in, I'm sorry, you're going to take the double stitch off, you won't have any gap. Okay. I'm just adding double stitch because the chain is not long enough. So I just stop counting and just doing double stitch. Okay. Hopefully. So as you see, my angle, okay, I'm going to pull. Let me pull gently, and I'm going to put it like this. Can you see beside my fingers? Okay. Oops. See? Okay. Esther. Lock join in needle tatting. You need to take the chain, like I did, off the needle. Okay? You need to finish your chain. Okay? So when you have done finish your chain, what you're going to do is you place it. I said I wanted to go join it. Whoops, off camera. I wanted to join it here, right? So I'm going to place and shape my chain the way it's supposed to be. Okay? I'm going to do a up join, going through the picot, grabbing the thread that is on the needle, going to the needle, pass it through, okay? Make sure that everything stays in place, and I'm going to pass my needle inside that loop, okay? Making sure that I'm holding everything in place when I'm going to close that loop on the picot, okay? By doing that, you got a lock joint, okay? Yes, there's a gap happening, but that gap is going to disappear when you're going to start your other double stitch. Any question, Esther, or anyone? Bye, Deborah. Thank you for being here. Please hit that like button, those who are here. That really helps me. You are welcome, Esther. So, on a solid color, up join, down join, front side, back side. Everybody got that? Understood that? Let me grab this. Can you see this? Yeah. Most of you already. No, I didn't tie the join before. Simple, Esther. The reason why you don't need to do the shoelace trick at the end of the chain with the lock join, it's because you're doing a lock, okay? Because this is locking, you're making kind of a knot, and your thread's not going to be sliding inside because of that lock join. So you don't need to do it, okay? This is one of the case that you don't do something that you should do, but it works, okay? Esther, do you shuttle that? Do you know how to shuttle that? Because this type of lock join is the same as when you're shuttle tatting. Nothing different. You are welcome, Esther. Now, let me work on this. Okay, because everything uh everything I tell you, you know that in life there's always an exception somewhere, somehow. We don't actually know why, but there is, because that's how life is. Okay, I want to show you something. Okay, you already know how to do it, the up, the down join, front side, back side. Front side, you do a down join. Back side, you do a up join in a solid color. Everybody took note of that? Because I'm going to be explaining exception. It's fine, Esther. You do needle, and at some point, you're going to be ready to do shuttle tatting. And most of the techniques, you're already going to know them because you're going to know how a ring works, how join works, and so on. So it's going to be easier. Anybody? Tell me if you all took note about this solid color. Mm, Give me a few seconds. Okay. In solid color, front side equal down join and back side equal up join. Okay. I want you to look at this piece because this piece is done front side, back side. Okay. And it's done in different color rows. Okay. If you look, the green here, okay, you can see my clover. These join are pretty and uniform. But when you look up, joining, well, I'll go down. If when you look here, as you can see, the join in the green doesn't have the cap. Everybody can see that? You can look here in the pink, light pink here, and dark pink. The join of the dark pink are good, but this one in the light pink, as you see, doesn't look so neat. Well, as neat. Everybody can see that? Okay. I'll show you why in this one, when I was joining a color to the other one, I did up join instead of a down join. Okay, I'll show you. Because if you I turn my work around, can you see all of the blip of color like here? Like here, here. Can you see that? Can you all see this? So those in tatting are called blips of color, okay? There are techniques that you can use to hide those and make it more beautiful, okay? But at the stage we are, since we're working front side, back side, we put the blips on the back side so it doesn't show, okay? Like here, can you see? Yes, I still have some thread too. Yes, you can see the blip, but I'm on the back side of the project. Okay? If I turn it over, putting it on the right side, there's no more blips. Okay? Because I did a up join instead of a down join. So when you're working with different color row, you can play with the up and the down join. The join here, all in the dark pink, and these elements are all done with the down join. Okay? But when I join the previous row, since it's another color, those joints are going to be a down join. This is a up when I'm on front side, and this. Does that make sense to you? Okay. I told you I was going to confuse some with this. Okay. This is my front. Okay. Remember I showed this. Exactly, Randy. Okay. This is my front side. I don't want the blip. I don't want to have in my row here. Okay. The dark pink inside of my light pink. Okay. So to do that, I need to reverse. Instead of doing a down join, I'm going to do here a up join. Okay. That prevents us. Let me pull this down a bit to have those blip. Can you see the? But Randy is explained it, wrote it perfectly. Is this too much, or you want me to go to find something for next week and work on this type of join? I don't mind. I want to try to give you more time. Okay, you got it? Esther, do you got it? And Esther, it's all right to be confused. Okay? Anyone who's confused right now, it's all right. I've been there. I know how it feels. Okay? It's fine. With time, you'll understand, but there's a lot of information and practice so your brain can assimilate everything and kind of rework it. Okay? Oh, it's fine, Carol. Don't worry. Yeah, it's not something that we're used to because we usually use variegated thread. Those thread, do I have clothes on me? You know those thread that already has different color on it? Like this? Okay? This is one single thread and it's different colors. Where we like to using with that. Okay? But still, when we want to do, even in this one, okay? When you join, you need to be careful that the thread, where did I, was it this one? Yeah, look here. Can you see this one? Uh, it depends, Marcia. It depends. The only time, because when you're going to be working, and most of you already know this pattern, it's the clover. And I need to finish it because my students, those who are learning with me, are working faster than me. And since they took the time to finish it, I'm going to take the same time and finish it. The only time is when you do look at the clover, okay? When I did the clover here, that's a down join because my rings, when I was flipping, it's a up join. So I did work the front side and back side normally. The only place I change is when I was joining at the bottom to the last row since it's another color. Okay. It can be depending because you know this ring, you do not turn. Well, you need to be mindful to make sure that when you join, let me turn it over. There we go. Wrong. That the blips, if you can see them, can you see the blips here? The little pink dot in the green. Whoops. The little pink dots in the green. Okay. That's on the back. So it depends. It can be done on the chain or on the ring. I'm pretty sure right now I'm confusing a lot of you. Right? Did I answer your question, Marcia? Remember my email for any question. I'll be more in front of a computer in the next few weeks instead of in another room with no access to any computer. Yes, I understand, Carol. It's brain spinning, and yeah, I do understand. Just be mindful of you all. Go slowly. Okay, go slowly. Practice. Before I do the last one, and it's going to be some explanation more than doing it, or you want me to do something to show you? Okay, let me ask you this. Okay, there's these. Oops, wrong side. This pattern. Okay, that you have a ring, and you have two rings in front. Okay. Do you want me to show it today, or you give me a week and I create a little motif, different one, for you to practice the up and down join. And I'll do it with you next week. Mary Lou say next week. Yes, Marsha, I'm going to show you how to add beads at some point. Yes, I am. I just need to figure which pattern. Um, if it's going to be something that I find on those patterns that I can have access to, share with you and talk about, or if I'm doing one pattern that I taught in a live class a couple of years back. But beading is kind of a full chapter on its own because there are so many different ways. Next week for beads, okay. Well, I'll do simple ones, okay. If you want to have bead next week, okay, for the needle, I want you, let me go back normal so I can watch you all. Well, you can watch me all. I want you to find your thread. Okay, not today, next week. I want you, if you're going to use a size 10 thread, okay, the size of needle you're going to use. Is it going to be a size 5 needle or a size 7 needle? Okay. I want you, where's my bead? You're asking me something I wasn't prepared. Give me a few seconds. Beads, 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 beads. Oh, yeah, there. Okay. I got some size bead, okay? Different size. Let me put my glass back on. I got size oh size 6 beads. Okay. What I want you to be sure in your beads, make it big old. So you're sure that your beads, let me grab a couple without putting it everywhere. Okay. Let me go back on the Zoom because you need to see this. Okay, let me put this away. You're going to need beads. Let me close this. Okay, beads that can go on your needle. Okay, they need to slide on the needle. This beads, those beads are size. Let me show you. Okay, and this is a size 5 needle, by the way. The needle I have. Okay, you're also going to need smaller size bead. Okay, so I have this one, and those are. Am I still there? Okay, okay. Those are this size. Okay, you're going to need Both of those. Okay. Also, you guys got me not prepared. Like it. Where's my pot? Oh, here. Beading needles. I know that Tammy talked about that a few weeks back. Okay. You're going to need the black ones are this. Can you see that? Okay. You're going to need also a beading needle. Make it, it can be a long eyes, it can be, but it needs to be a beading needle. Okay. And the size of your thread. Okay. Can be size 10. It can be size 20. If you want to go smaller, you can. But to practice, size 10, size 20 is good. Okay. We'll work on the earring to learn it. And I'll finish doing a pattern that I'm working on for you all. I need people to proof it and try it to see if they're going to understand it, so I can teach it at the end of the summer. How does that sound? So next week, we'll work on this. Okay? Whoops, the other side. Okay? I did not do like Tammy suggested, do a template to go inside under. Whoops. Okay. Those are just simple, single. Okay. Even the bracelet. I didn't do it's just a simple. But because I'm working with polyester thread, okay, it's more tight and it doesn't stretch as much. But yeah, we'll work. I'll work with you with that. No problem. You're welcome. Is there any question? I know today it was a lot with the up and the down join, but don't worry about it. You're going to hear me repeat it, explain it, so you can be more at ease doing it and it becomes more natural for you. So don't stress if you're not understanding it right now. It's okay. There's no stress. There any more questions before we say until next week? Please remember to subscribe. If you're not, hit that like button, notification. If you want, I'm not sure. Is Tammy on vacation? Yes, a zapper for the polyester thread would be useful, but since I don't do everything like everybody else, I got a pair of scissors. Let me show you how old it is that I use just for polyester. And my husband can work it so they cut back on. So uh Anna, I don't actually use magic thread. This is a question of preference, yes. That's why can you see my hand how dry they are? Okay, here, okay. This is caused by the polyester thread. Okay. Okay, Tammy's on the spring break. Okay. I missed all class last week, so I haven't had time to listen. I will take the time while working. Okay, 6th of May. Okay, good. So I don't use that because I found that magic thread uh change the color of the thread. Well, the one I have changed the color of my polyester. So that's why I don't use them. Actually, I cream my hand. So take care of your hand. Let me go back on, guess, front here. Take care of your hand. I actually use hand cream. I have my own that I buy up here in Canada. Well, in Quebec, I think Canada can have it. It's not sure. Um, it's from Emu Oil Hand Cream Care. But so cream your hand, take care of your hand. Make sure it doesn't dehydrate. Yeah. But for next week, since we're going to be working as sample piece, I would suggest to try the cotton instead of the polyester thread. Okay. So yeah. Any more questions? And if everything goes well, I might be able to show you a couple of finished piece of costume next week with that. Might be. Because this, look how long it is. Yes, emu oil. That's what I use. Yeah. And it's called Have a good week, everyone. Mavis, what I'm using, c'est les produits de Prélise. So, yeah. It's my pleasure, Esther. Hopefully, you're going to be there next week. You're going to learn beads. It's going to be simple and fun. I need to make this is about a foot. But so I need to make 20. I mean, need to make 2 feet of this twice. So this one, I have another one to do. I need to find another pattern for the same length that needs to be done 4 times. Yes, Mavis. I'll show you next week because I'll be honest, polyester thread and needle tatting is difficult because it does twist. And you know the coating you have on your needle, the polyester kind of chew on that and pull all of that coating off. So I'm going to do needle cotton, not polyester. When I use polyester, I usually shuttle tat, okay? Because I don't mind kind of those plastic shuttle, okay? I don't mind putting polyester in that, and if it breaks, it breaks, okay? Because those where I'm at, we can find them. Needle tatting, needle for tatting, they are very hard to find up here, at least in Quebec. Okay, Carol. Okay, other question: Would you would you like it better if I did a document that I can share with you when we with the samples? When I do a samples, here's the document like a pattern and so on. Would you like that? Oh, Anna, many are looking forward for the costume, even me. Let's just say that the stays are giving me a headache right now. Okay, so I'll do a document. And yeah, let me work on that. It might not be a full document by next week, but I'll have the pattern and what we need for class. If you're on the mailing list, I'll also send maybe Monday. You might have two class next week. Maybe Monday, a reminder about the material you need, the size of beads, and so on, and the reminder of the class on Wednesday. Good. Okay. I'll work on that. I'll work on that. So, um, Carol, are you on the mailing list or not? Do I have you in my emails? Mm. Send me an email at this address, Carol, because I do not have your email. I do not have access to the mailing list of the Tatting online class because those are private information and we do not share those information between us. So just send me, you got the email just there. Okay. Or you can send it on YouTube, email from there. Just poke me. Welcome, Anna. By the way, Anna, I'll poke you after class. I just have a few questions for you. Nothing bad, just question. All good. I don't think you're on the mailing list. Let me try to see if you are. Let me open my document. Documents going on. No. Carol, I can confirm you're not on my mailing list. So please send me an email at info.tattingmuse@gmail.com. So this is going to be it for we've been at this about almost 2 hours now. And I'm going to say to you, practice, don't stress. Email me if you have questions, and take care of yourself. See you next week. Bye bye.